כי תקנה עבד עברי 6 שנים יעבוד, ובשביעיס יצא לחופשי חינם.
If you buy a Hebrew slave who was sold to slavery by the court because he was a thief, he shall work for 6 years, but in the 7th year he is to be released without liability.
As Rashi says, a Jewish person is only sold into slavery when he is convicted of theft and is unable to pay compensation, or due to extreme poverty. How is this different than American slavery? American slavery, they kidnapped the slaves. They took them in, they abused them, they didn't let them go, they kept them there longer than 7 years. Well, how is the Torah different? How is it different than the Torah? And not just one line, in many pages it describes how the civil law goes with slavery. It doesn't just say how you get a slave, it tells you how to treat a slave, it tells you what to do with a slave, what happens if he has children, when to let him go, when he can rest, when he has to make you food, when he gets to do this. It's a very long conversation, and it shows the morality of the Torah. And in the Torah, all the morality from the Torah we put into our daily lives. Like the Israeli army, all the morality they get is in Torah law. It teaches, be nice to your enemies, you gotta be moral. That's why Israeli soldiers are always moral, they always know what they're doing. They don't go there and try to kill on purpose. They try to find the best way to reduce casualties. They try always the most moral army. It's like the British people said. They said the Jewish army, the captain of the British army said, the Jewish army is the most moral army in the world.
Slavery existed long before the American slavery. American slavery gave the Torah, it gives the Torah a bad name. Like, he's right. It teaches how slavery you're supposed to be kind, like 7 years to treat your slave right. And when it comes to American slavery, what we've learned, what you get from media, it's bad. But here we have the Torah, which existed long before what we encounter nowadays.
Doesn't apply to today.
But that's why you believe slavery is bad, though. Why you might have the idea that why is this slavery so immoral? Well, here the Torah makes sure, like, it tells you why. It has laws that shows why it's moral, and anyone can get a bad idea why, like, slavery, the first thing that can come to your mind is bad, inhumane, abuse. But here the Torah clearly defines. Here it has laws pertaining to, like, if your slave is married, to leave him with his wife, or when he should go, like, how you should treat him.
There's a law if a slave loses a tooth, or any one of the laws pertaining to being hurt, they go out free. George Washington, according to documents, had a slave that was missing an arm. So George Washington said to the slave, if you can eat with one hand, you can work with one hand. And he demonstrated. He put one hand in his coat pocket, the other hand he took a shovel, and he showed the slave, look, you can work with one hand. Speaking of the difference between the Torah and American history.
Excellent.